this tutorial is for the tracking system, for the time synchronizing system in BiblioCave, and let's see how we do it and what it even means. So we start with having a time frame, and in this time frame we want to have nodes and strings. So let's place some nodes, and each node has of course time indicator. Let's see. So tooltip, let's say this is 269 and this one is 514. Okay, and now let's add strings, and we attach the strings, so the string actually gets the information, the time information of the node. As you can see here, automatically string gets the time indexes of the nodes it connected at the start and in the end. Next thing we need is entities, right? Because nodes ask what, who did what, when and where. So we need to have characters for answering who did what. Let's have C1, let's have C2, and we need locations for the answering questions of where. So let's have location 1 and location 2, and let's say also location 3. So each node will be different location this time, and we need to answer the question what happens. So we need event 1, we need event 2 create, and we need event 3, and let's say also event 4 because we can have multiple events at a node. Now we have the answer for the time questions of when. We have the where, who and what. Let's see how we work with this. Under the item tab we have two tables. We have the event character location database and we have the time follow-up table. Let's make them more workable. Here we have the time follow-up manager, and this is actually for synchronizing time. It only shows entities with time index. This is why we don't have events here right now, and we didn't connect anything to anything. We didn't connect events to characters to nothing right now. So let's do it. So let's go to node 1 and see what happens there. Time 269. Okay, we didn't have any characters or events, so let's decide we have character 1 and event 1. Okay, we need to save and save. If we go to this table, we can see that node 1 is now connecting C1 and E1, and the time index is 269. Now let's go to event 1, double clicking, and the time index should be the same time index as of the node 1, right? 269, because they are connected. So we just enter 269 manually, and when I add time index, I have the event 1 appear in the time indexes table. And of course I can take this E1 and add the character C1, and now they are connected. So I started with a node and added entities connected to the node and edited them this way. It doesn't have to be. I can decide that I want event 2 be at a year because I randomly put a number, and I wanted to connect character 2 I save, I refresh, you see the connection between E1 and C1, E2 and C2, and nothing with nodes. So I can again refresh here, we see event 2. But event 2, I want event 2 to be in node 2. You see the time differences, right? Very easy. All I need to do is decide that the node is correct and change the E2, or decide that E2 is corrected and then just move the node and change the node. Okay, so I want it to be changed, so I double click the node. I manually changed here, but I need to fix it here, and move it. Okay, to 581, and save, of course. It's very manual, but it's manual on purpose to allow you users not to be slave to the system and fill many forms, but start with placing things or drafting with errors and being able to fix it later. It's in order for you to have flexibility and not being strict by system forms. So it's very manual, but it's also very visually simple and precise. You can see here time and connection between the different entities, and you can see it here. Okay, we can see for strings you have the start and times, but it's automatic, so it's less important. The important is time indexes of nodes, strings, events, and the connection between strings, events, and characters. Very simple, very manual, but also very flexible.